I've enjoyed the week's holiday with Angelica, and we went to many different places. And last week I did a ginormous over 70,000 steps, 35 miles, which is the best I've done this year. So it was good news. It was good weather on the whole, and we visited several National Trust properties and just had an amazing week, all organised by Angelica. So thank you, Angelica. Now, I was live a moment ago on Debbie Burrows' page, the show with Debbie Burrows, and all sorts of strange things started happening to my system, which was obviously updating itself. So if you can see me live now, then please do say hello. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you again. Chris and I were live earlier today at 3 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. in Belgium, and 10 a.m. You find the lively 30-minute discussion which took place on my page. So Chris, thank you, and thank you for joining me today. So this is by way of a test, and just to show that I actually did broadcast with Chris earlier today. Chris was kind enough to supply the background of the town where she lives, and this is obviously Balloon Festival, and I'm just grateful. It's added to my collection of backgrounds. I shall use it when I'm live broadcasting, and I can eventually, hopefully, tour the globe. Now, I am testing something today. I can't tell you what it is because it's under wraps, and I'm just going to check that I'm actually set up to test. So let me just disappear for a minute, and then I will come back. So I'm back now, if you can tell a difference. And comment from Alfredo, how much space in meters does your green screen take? Not a lot, Alfredo. I'm live at the moment. If you want to measure it, then get your measuring tape out. As you can see, it's about 3 meters high, 2 meters wide, so 6 meters. At a rough guess. That's not sort of, I've not measured it, but I would say that is pretty close to the size of the green screen, and it is portable. I can go, it's reversible, so it's blue and green. It's available on Amazon, and if you go over to live video training, to my kit list, you'll find it in my kit list, and you find a link to it. You can find out more about it. And Chris is saying the background is the Grand Place in Saint Nicolas, which is a hometown. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, so the comments are working this time. I didn't have much fun earlier today, so my apologies, Kelly, if you're watching this, my apologies. I didn't actually see your comments, which is why I couldn't display them on screen. And when something goes wrong in a live broadcast, 99 times 100, you just refresh and carry on. But I got the feeling that the internet gods were against me, and XSplit VCAM was updating and Windows was updating. At that point, you say, stop. So I stopped the previous broadcast. So if you know Debbie Burrows and you know Jennifer, then I can say that I couldn't broadcast with David earlier because he's actually picking Jennifer up, and that's far more important than a live broadcast. And I wish them both well. So I'm just checking things out. I'm about to go with Angelica. We're determined to actually do a 5K, a park run, and to actually run the 5K. And we did some training earlier this year in horrendous weather. And now that the sun is shining, it's about 21 degrees outside, we're going to start training again with the aim of doing a park run either later this year or early next year. That's the general idea. And I've got messages coming in. I can't see the messages. I'm actually concentrating on what I'm doing. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can't hear me, say. If you could help me, I'm just going to do 1 or 2 tweaks. I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to switch that off. I'm going to switch that off. And that off. And I'm going to apply it. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you could tell me how good the picture is at the moment, and ignore the flopping hair, I haven't actually had a chance to calibrate my XSplit VCam. So yeah, if you could sort of grade the picture quality and the sound quality as well, if you want. And again, if you're on Messenger and trying to message me, that won't work. The only way to message me for the next 10 minutes or so is actually on this broadcast. And if I can't see your comments, that's going to be fun. But hopefully I can see, and I want to say hello to Nawaz, Alfredo, Jay. Hello, Jay. And to Lou, nice to see you all. And Jay is saying, hi, nice to see you again. I've caught a broadcast in the last week or so. And over to Jay again. And looking good. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I can't say what I'm doing, but I'm actually testing something. And Alfredo is saying I look brighter. Good. Well, I should look brighter. I had a week's holiday. And from Jay is a yay. And from Chris, oh, the comments are coming through now. This is good. 10 to 10 for sound and screen. Thank you, Chris. And for Jay, you sound and look fab. You're awesome. Thank you, Jay. Right, the live video is a community, and I love the fact that we all help and support each other, and it just works so well. And to a gentleman who's saying hello to Fonz, Fonz is saying hello. We'll be using this system tomorrow, just to let you know. And Fonz and I are live at 9 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday, 2 p.m. in the UK, and we're going to be talking about anything and everything. Because we're making plans going forward. Anything goes, anything can happen. There'll probably be a music quiz, but there'll also be lots of chat as well. And I enjoy broadcasting with Fonz, and I'm looking forward to, now that the holidays done, now is time to get back into harness and to actually get some broadcasts done. So thank you for all that. I'm going to X that and say thank you everybody for watching. Where else can we go? Right, okay. Now, as you know, I make countdown clocks for the broadcasts, and that's the countdown there. Oh, there. That's it. Got it. And there are over 50 countdown clocks which you are on YouTube. If you can screen share, or if you're on Be Live, you can actually share the YouTube link and you can play a countdown clock at the beginning of your broadcast. Doing so, because I'm simulcasting now, I'm broadcasting to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time. There are different connection times. So Facebook connects quicker than YouTube, which means that you don't know when you should start talking. So if you've got a countdown clock, and these are free and they're not branded, then you can run the countdown clock while people join you, while you get connected everywhere, because later this year we're going to be going to more destinations, I'm pretty sure on that, and you can get yourself sorted out and you can share the show. So do grab a countdown clock. And over to Julian, and Julian is saying, oh, that's very kind of you. You're also kind. That's why I love live video. Thank you. And I've got even more comments now. So over to Fonz. And Fonz is saying, I'm glad you know the time differences. Oh, right. Whenever I actually decide to broadcast, I always do it on Eastern time. It's the only time that exists, really. So I never broadcast before 10 a.m. Eastern to give everybody a chance to wake up. And I broadcast on Eastern time. I have done since the Blab days. And to the next comment, and thank you for all these comments, which are wonderful. Do you have a green screen? Yes, I do. It is. That's my green screen. And it's behind me. It's a physical green screen. As Alfredo just discovered, it's 3 meters by 2 meters. It's portable. You can squish it together and you can carry it anywhere. And then I'm using XSplit VCam as my software because I'm on Windows 10. And all I need to do is select an image and I can be anywhere in the world. And it simply works. and works well. Okay, now I'm just going to close a couple of things. Just give me a second. I just want to close that. So forgive me. I'm back now. That's closed. And over to Jay. I said, do you have a green screen? Yes. I've actually got a kit list, Jay, a gear list, and I'll post a link to that afterwards. And clear the comments off screen. So comments are what actually keep a show going. And it's the magical thing. It's the ingredient. It's the communication. It's interacting with each other. That's why live video scores over everything else. I'm not broadcasting. I'm actually having conversations with everybody who's watching today. And the thing is that there is no better way to make friends, not to influence people, but to make friends than live video. And you do that basically by attracting an audience. Now I am now in New Orleans, and I could actually travel the world using this. Now, this is just a short broadcast because before I go for my 5K, well, 5K practice, it is because we're practicing between now and October, November. And then Angelica and I will be both taking part in a park run. The hardest part for me on that will be actually getting up early in the morning. But we're going to be running the 5K later this year. And then once we've got that sussed, then we'll go on to do it for charity. So we've got a lot to look forward to in the world of running. As far as broadcasts are concerned, you can catch myself and Fonz here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK. Anything goes, and probably will. And then if you want hints, tips and tricks about live broadcasting, want to know exactly how I've done this, then I'm live in the Belivers group at 12 p.m. Eastern for my weekly broadcast, which has just blown away all my expectations. To actually have hundreds of people watching in the Facebook group is absolutely amazing. And the banter and the exchange of ideas, people ask me questions, I try and find the answers, and the conversations, well, the conversation lasts from Tuesday through to the following Tuesday as we help people to improve their live broadcasts. So I invite you all to join me at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, 5 p.m. in the UK, in the Belivers group, and to ask me any questions you want about live broadcasting. Earlier today, I'm just going to check and see if there are any messages, but the messages have been coming through, which is good. I'm just going to, there's a delay. Yes, there is. Okay, that's interesting. This is all part of a test. So hopefully if you're still watching me, you can still hear me. I know that people have been messaging me on Facebook Messenger, so thank you for that. One of the things I'm going to start doing, need some planning first, next week, is Facebook Messenger. Messenger bots. I've been using them on and off. I used to do the show with RJ Redden, but Messenger bots are about to make a comeback, or at least in my world they are, in terms of live selling on BidLive, which is where I am at the moment. And the live selling is the ability, let's just, I can give you, if I go to live shopping, let me bring this on screen. Forgive me a second. And I'm going to put it on screen next to me. Meet my friend. I'm looking for a name for him. So if you've got a name for him, then please let me know. Robbie the Robot doesn't cut it really, wants something better than that. Live selling is here to stay. And people have been selling on their mobiles via eBay for eons. But you can also sell from your desktop. And when you sell from your desktop using BeLive, you can actually price the product, give a graphic to the product, give a title and a description. This is a real one. And I've got to say that the first time I took this live last year, I actually made a sale. Now, heaven forfend that I ever be taken for a salesman, but I can sell using this technology. And if I can sell, then you can sell. So messenger bots are going to be making a comeback. Basic idea is that you create a live broadcast like this one. You then set up a messenger bot to link to the post on Facebook. You then say, okay, if people type in the word course, bring up the link to the landing page for bots for broadcasters. When people get to the landing page, they pay the $9.99 and you're actually selling whilst you're live. And I can see this happening increasingly over the coming months. And if you've got anything to sell, whether it be something physical or something which you've created, if it's a membership, you can actually use messenger bots to actually get people interested in what you're actually marketing. And there is basically, if you're going live from your business page, there isn't a problem in selling. So I'm going to hide that and come back to me. Right now, in addition to, oh, wow, just a minute, just to prove this is working. I got a boo from my good friend Lawrence, who's in the UK. And Lawrence, it's good to see you, and thank you for joining me live on my page. And this is it. This is people. I mean, I've known Lawrence for 15 years, but we've not been able to do that recently. And over to Chris again. And Chris is saying she'll be there tomorrow. Thank you. Brilliant. So that's 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and that's live in the Belivers group. And it's always an excellent turnout. And question from Chris: please, could live selling be something for the cat shelters? Yes, it could. Live selling, you can use live selling to market anything. I mean, basically, as I said, the principle is that you decide what you're going to sell, you decide what price, you set up a landing page, which can be on your own website, and then mechanics of it, I'll go through that part of it tomorrow, and then I've got a full course on it as well. So yeah, if you're marketing anything, whether it's for profit or for a cause, then live video is a great way to do it, because you can actually talk about it, and you can actually say, right, okay, type in the word, and let's just be practical here, type in the word cat shelter or shelter. So you could get people to type in the word shelter, and they'll be then contacted in Facebook Messenger and asked if they want to continue. When they opt in, it's just like email, double opt-in, you can then send them the link so that they can do more. So that rather than being a passive experience, people could take part in your broadcast. They can type in the word shelter. And the magic, this is the magic thing. This blows me, but it works. That once you finish the broadcast and broadcast is complete, it's still there. I've frozen on screen, so I'm going to take my lever view and I'm going to refresh. Oh, my machine's locked. Oh, brilliant. Fucking. Oh, I hope you didn't hear that. Right, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll catch you all later. Bye. Okay, so goodbye for now, and I'll catch you later. That didn't go quite right, did it? Oh.